What's up, Rattlers? Rattlers, hey, today we are... Damn it! Hey, that's a really good Dave Kaufman. Thank you.
So we've just left Nerd, and we are now at Jeremy from Brass Man Reptiles. This is your kind of reptile room here.
Yes, sir.
And we got all the boys out there in the kitchen.
Kitchen sort of.
Here, we're
space.
just
There
we go. There we go. All right. All right. So I just put my mask on because it's still COVID. I just can't wait for this thing to be over. But anyway, we're just gonna do kind of a rack by rack reptile room tour here at Jeremy's place. He's got some really cool stuff. So I got nothing more to say about that except
I'm Dave Kaufman, and these are my reptile adventures.
At Zilla, we are dedicated to the innovation of caging, lighting, and equipment solutions that provide proper husbandry for your pet's long and happy life. To see our entire catalog, visit zillarules.com.
All right, Jeremy. So first of all, you just started a YouTube channel.
Yes. It's been a long time coming. I used to have one way back that I ended up getting rid of, which was probably like the worst idea ever. You have to start from scratch.
Right.
But
the rest of us just rebrand.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I just started a reptile YouTube. It's called just Brass Man Reptiles, just who I am. You can check it out. And I'm kind of taking people along some of the stuff that's happening here and some of the adventures that I go on, either reptile related or music related.
All right, so you got a rack over here.
Yeah.
You got a rack over here with some really bad student snakes. Look at that. What is going on? Anyway,
I actually like Fs. Fs are good.
All right, so you work with a whole bunch of different stuff. So you work with colubrids, you work with ball pythons, retics up there.
Yep. Yeah, so I've got a little smattering of everything. One of the things that, I've known Kevin for a really long time, and one of the things that he instilled in me when I was young was have a diverse collection.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've certainly taken that to heart and put as many species into a room as I possibly could. I've got some stuff, some ball python stuff. The Fs actually stand for follicles, not failure.
Follicles. Well, excellent.
So,
I was going to say female, but all right, follicles.
Yeah, so I'm just in the middle of getting some ball pythons breeding. So this is one of my soul sucker combo girls. She's been paired up to pastel and yellow belly calico orange dream. So some cool stuff. Trying to do some cool stuff.
Absolutely, and of course she's in shed because I'm here filming.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah, right. Probably just went in the shed yesterday, knowing that I was coming over.
You're not wrong. So this is a wonderful bin of awesome. This is the Invisible.
This is het for clear.
Yes.
Yep.
This snake, I fell in love with this snake when it hatched out. This is a Coral Glow Leopard Mojave Hypo, possible het for pied.
Wow.
He's still a pretty awesome snake.
Look at the purples on that guy. That is a really good looking snake.
Yeah, I like this guy a lot. I'm also I'm a geek for stripes. So anything that's got stripes, I tend to get drawn to. So he was one that I saw. I just saw the back of him in the egg, and I was like, "Yep,
yeah, absolutely.
That's a holdback. That's a holdback."
Now, of course, I got to ask you: did most of your collection come from Nerd?
A fair bit of it.
Yeah,
it definitely has over the years. And Kevin and I have done projects in the past. So there's some of that stuff that I still have floating around through years.
Right. So he's basically paying you in snakes.
Kinda.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's not a bad thing.
I definitely can't complain. This girl is just coming out of shed, but this is another snake that I got from Kev. She doesn't look quite as good as usual with that shed all on her, but just a really nice T-neg blood python. She's probably going to shed tomorrow,
well, See, I'm here filming, right? All the snakes are going to be nice and shiny and beautiful tomorrow. Right, but that is a nice blood. And I really think that bloods are so underrated.
Oh, dude, honestly. Honestly, man. My original instance with blood pythons was less than wonderful, as I had gotten a big imported adult, and he was just as evil as could be.
As those imports are.
Yeah, but when I decided to take that dive back into it, I was like, man, so many more people are working with these.
Sure.
We're getting to a better place with them. So I actually got this boy right here to kind of start off the rebirth of the addiction. Oh, look this really nice golden eye.
And it's got your stripes that you love so much.
Oh yeah. So this is just a straight up golden eye. This comes from a golden eye to a Red Bull line normal. So we just get a lot more of those reds kind of coming through on the side, a little bit more so than usual. Sometimes you get a lot more blacks coming through in the pattern with the golden eyes.
That is a gorgeous snake.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I love this guy.
Wow.
And he's a freaking just a puppy dog, which is also wonderful with a blood python.
And I think that one of the reasons that they are so underrated is because people still they still cater to the reputation that these snakes had of being springs with teeth.
Yeah.
And they're just not anymore.
No, and even same thing with anything in the complex of Borneos and Sumatrans. Even though people tend to figure out Sumatrans are the nicest, they still definitely have that terrible.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, so behind me over here,
We've got some more stuff. We've got some bigger bloods and some Borneos.
Oh yeah.
This is my super stripe het Ocelot Borneo. This came from Matt Minatola.
I was going to say Ocelot. Yeah, of course it came from Matt, right?
Yep. And she's just absolutely
Look at that orange
wonderful.
head.
Yeah, she's just a beast, but an absolute sweetheart.
Wow, that is a gorgeous snake.
And then this rack here, we've got some carpet pythons. So I've been a carpet python geek for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
And I've been slowly working through this collection, and here I've actually got some paired up right here. So this is my Axanthic coastal male to this albino female, and they locked yesterday. So fingers crossed we keep moving in the right direction for some double het snow stuff.
Now that actually does look like an albino Darwin, not an albino coastal.
Yeah, so this is actually a Darwin jungle integrate.
Gotcha.
But yeah, definitely has a lot more of that orangey contrast coming through from the Darwin.
Right, and that kind of tiger stripe banding on the side, whereas you can see on the coastal more spotted.
Yep, exactly. So we're making mutts. We'll irritate some Morelia
Well,
people,
when you only have one albino gene to work with out of the Darwin, and you want to get into all these other things.
Exactly.
So
I suck
can totally
it
see that. All right,
who's coming in? Who's coming in
I'm just
here?
trying to figure out what is this. It is this fan, huh? Is this the fan making the noise that's causing the noise inside the studio?
Oh no, it's not.
Oh,
No, there's another fan.
is that something we're able to turn off while we podcast? Maybe.
We're filming
I know.
here.
I'm just trying to.
I think your capital was just invaded. Too soon?
Oh, wonderful.
All right, so who do we got?
Okay, so this is one of my coastal girls. This is a big tiger jag coastal that I've had for, about 10 years.
Look at that beauty.
Or so. She's absolutely wonderful.
So for those of you who don't know, if you breed a jaguar to a jaguar, you're going to get leucistic carpet pythons. And the reason why you haven't seen any leucistic carpet pythons around there is because it's actually a kill gene. To simplify it, the snake doesn't really live past 4 days. So responsible keepers, they will not breed a jaguar to a jaguar because of that. But for now, this is what a jaguar carpet python looks like.
My second favorite jag love is the Ocelot Jungle Jag project, which just made some phenomenal
Look at that.
Ocelot Jags. So basically the Ocelot gene is blowing out the pattern. So we get these big circles and pixelated pattern along the side. So we lose those kind of ovals that are kind of like half bands that would come up on a regular jag. They'd get totally just blown out. So we start to get some really insane looking animals. And this is one of my nice ones. But I have a couple that make this girl look lame. Believe it or not.
Let's see them. For sure.
So this is Lightning. I call this girl Lightning.
That is a perfect name.
She is, and she's got some spunk to her, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can tell. It almost looks like you know, it has that highlighter gene in it with how just vivid those colors are.
Yeah.
And the highlighter gene, for those people who don't know out there, it's basically a gene that it does exactly what it says. It highlights that yellow, and it makes that yellow look like a highlighter marker. And they're just amazing carpet pythons.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how crazy saturated we can make these colors.
All right, so I see a whole shelf of colubrids over here.
Yes, so this wall is a lot of colubrids, a few raise-up ball pythons, but a lot of colubrids. I've been going kind of colubrid crazy recently. When I first started keeping, I was really, really big on colubrids, and as time went on, I kind of transitioned into pythons, and was like, you know what?
As we all did, really.
Oh, well, you know, they're a classic cow king.
Right, and they love you. Look at that.
Look at all of the love.
The love. See? He's giving you a kiss. This is how snakes kiss.
It's true.
Yes.
Now, okay, so now I'm going to have to do the rest of this with this attached to my finger.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I have faith that you can do it.
So we've got some Goinai Kings.
Yeah, these are amazing.
I love these. Absolutely love these. But they're really closely related to like Brooks Kings, South Florida Kings. Some people even think they're essentially the same thing. Depends on how nitty-gritty you want to get down into locality and taxonomic breakdowns. Wow, these guys are just so cool. I just love that look. The blotched look is very cool.
Yeah, these are great king snakes, and they're very, very underrated as well.
For sure.
Is that a Mex-Mex?
It is.
It is a Mex-Mex.
I have recently started to work with these guys and have fallen in absolute love with them. There's just something about the species I have yet to put my finger on, but I'm so attracted to working with these guys. I went from owning 1 to owning 12 very quickly.
Do you have any in the granite phase? That's my favorite.
I do, actually.
You do? All right. All right,
Got
we're
some
batting
granites
1,000 here.
And ultra granites, yep. Let's see, we are right here. These guys just fed.
So that's the granite phase, and it just basically, you know, takes that blotchy pattern and turns it into, well, a granite.
Yeah. They're absolutely amazing.
They really are.
We're going to see how good your camera is. Very quick, because I have yet to find a camera that can truly capture the color of this corn snake.
Well, I did find this camera in a parking lot in Mexico, so
Perfect.
I hope that it's the best one.
So this is an extreme coral ghost tessera corn snake, and the pink on this animal is ridiculous.
That could be the best looking corn snake I've ever seen.
Well, thank you.
I mean, for real, for real. Except the ones I have. But for real.
That's fair.
We have pet corn snakes. We don't have anything like this.
But one of the things that I really enjoy about colubrid people and even like leopard gecko people is the attention to detail to find these polygenic traits that you really have to focus in and dial in on. And then you're putting in all that time of generation after generation breeding for the nicest looking animal.
Absolutely.
You know, you don't do that really with ball pythons. You know, throwing genes together, but to find that one specific aspect, you know, it looks kind of pink, and then dial in on that.
Absolutely.
That's really cool.
Absolutely. Well, you know, listen, corn snakes are at least 30 to 40 years ahead of the ball python craze.
That is very true.
You know, the first morph of corn snake was actually produced in 1961.
Which is crazy.
Right. So, you know, the first morphs of ball pythons that we recognized anyway were in the late 90s.
90s, exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, in another 30 years, we will be doing that with ball pythons.
True. Very true.
What's this guy sucked in his water dish?
It's a hybrid, actually. He likes to shove himself in here. He refuses to eat when I put him anywhere else but this bin.
Isn't
and
that
it's
funny?
very sad. But this is actually a Joma Hybrid or a Jag Carpet Woma Hybrid. He's I don't do too much with hybrids, and he's just kind of a pet. And I like him a lot, but he's proven to be quite annoying.
like that king snake, for instance?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Still attached there?
Yep. He's hanging on for dear life. But, you know, I mean, this is one of those examples, too, of just like, you know, you have to kind of play to the snake's wants and desires, you know, and I certainly want him to be in a different enclosure, but literally he will turn off of food, and that's it with me.
That's a very tiny enclosure, but that's the thing. You know, we get a lot of comments on video saying, "Oh my God, how can you keep that poor animal in such a small enclosure?"
Yeah.
And what people don't understand is that if you took that snake and put him in an enclosure like this, his health, his overall well-being is going to decline immediately.
Exactly. Yeah.
So people just don't understand that.
That's true. So this is the red devil, and this is a red calico animal that is just absolutely ridiculous.
That is an amazing ATV.
Okay, so the calico gene, there's a couple of different lines. There's a line that's primarily found in European collections and one that's primarily found in U.S. collections. And this is more based on the U.S. collections. This is an imported animal. But basically, we're looking at just kind of up the sides. We get this white speckling, tend to have a reduced pattern or more muted pattern.
Sure.
And as they age, oftentimes they get kind of dull. They look more like maroony brown, but those white sides still kind of bleed through. So it's just like it's pattern reducing, and then you get that white up the sides.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that is really what makes these ATVs incredible. I really love that calico gene.
It is so cool.
So guys, I've mentioned in other videos that the quickest way to get known in the reptile world is to pick a snake or pick a gene of a snake and work exclusively with that gene and get known for it and then diversify from there. And Jeremy has absolutely done that. His incredible collection here is so diverse and so incredible. I'm really glad that I was able to come over here and film this and show you guys. So I'm going to put all of Jeremy's links in the description below. Down in the description below is also our sponsors' links. Check them out as well. And guys, as always, thanks for watching. And until the next reptile adventure, love the planet, feed your reptile obsession, and rattle on.